Hey Disney Pixar Cars collectors, welcome to another Collectors Hangout presentation. In this video we're going to talk about some new releases that Toys R Us is putting out in their Radiator Springs Classics series. Now I've chosen to talk about these two particular castings because they have not been released in quite a while. And I'll mention some facts about that in a little bit. But the Leroy Traffik single diecast on the left side here, he has not been released since I think about 2008. Or actually 2008 was his first release year. And I don't think we've seen him that often since then. In 2010 he had a variation which was Leroy Traffik with tires. The set on the right contains Hank Halsum and waitress Mia and Tia, which Hank Halsum is a rare, or actually the rarest of the release castings in the Disney line of cars. It's amazing that you can discover new things in a movie that's a few years old and you've seen like 1,000 times. Leroy Traffik is a minivan that passes by Mac in the first movie Cars. With a total of about 5 seconds of movie time, that can actually say a lot. Although you see him pass Mac in the movie very briefly, the part that we don't focus on is when he pulls off to a nearby truck stop and he drops his mattress off on the floor in front of him. Now, it never says what he actually does with his mattress, and I wonder if, since he's stopping off at a truck stop, does he sleep on his mattress? That's an interesting question, and we'll leave that up to our imaginations. Let me give you some close-ups of Leroy Traffik so that you know what he looks like. And I won't unpackage him. However, in future videos I may show you unpackaged diecasts that I have so that you can see what they actually look like up close. This is Leroy Traffik up close. And I think he's very well detailed for some reason for a car that only has 5 seconds in the movie. The mattress, if you can see that, has fine details. Each individual square there has, or actually not each individual square, but all around his mattress it has different blues and whites mixed in to make it look like a real mattress. And you know, I would expect that out of a car in the Disney line that had more movie time. But either way, that's cool. I guess it did it once and once and for all. But he's not a unibody. As you can see there, the front bumper is split, it's plastic, while his entire body is die-cast. And you don't see inside there, but you can kind of see details of window and door pillars and door handles. I wonder why, but I guess they make them look realistic. But nobody's going to enter these vehicles because they have a mind of their own. Nice detail with the front headlights. And you can see there the back rear lights, also detailed with their respective turn signals and so forth. And now here's a fun fact about Leroy Traffik. Just look at his license plate there. Let's get some focus. It says 874 LTK. Now there is an alternate version, which is actually a deluxe version, or back then it was called a mega size version of Leroy Traffik. And in this variation he has snow tires with a different paint job, and his license plate actually reads E52-47, and that was released I think in 2010 2011. I don't actually have that casting, but in the future I will if I get one, I'll put a presentation together for that. That's just a fun fact about Leroy Traffik. Now I don't know which license plate is correct. Maybe he got a repaint and he changed his license plates, and maybe he changed his whole career. I don't know what. I'm just making stuff up about him that there's no facts or figures about. But this is Leroy Traffik, and let me show you some of the other cars that are being released. Now all these cars except for Leroy Traffik and Costanzo de la Corsa have already been released in the past 2013 and possibly 2012. So most of you collectors may already have most of these castings. I know you can currently buy Bugmouth Lightning McQueen. Brand new Mater was in the main line that was distributed through Targets, Walmarts, and Kmart's, but now it's exclusive to Toys R Us. Fabulous Hudson Hornet was a Toys R Us exclusive for 2013 and continues to be. Same with Ramon. Costanza de la Corsa is, I think he's replacing Mario Andretti. And Chick Hicks was also 2013 mainline release, as well as Sheriff. Now these are all Radiator Springs classics that are going to be released at Toys R Us only for 2014. You may still find some of the other castings that are left over from 2013 at other stores, but that's pretty much it for them. They'll be Toys R Us exclusives. Now if you notice in the background picture here that Leroy has one small tire and one larger tire. Now as we see him racing past Mac in the movie, I guess he's in a rush or he's panicking because he's got this spare tire on his vehicle. However, at the end of the movie, we finally see him at Luigi's Casa de la Tires. He is seen leaving with a new set of snow tires, and that is where I believe we get Leroy Traffik with snow tires. The next set that we're going to talk about here is Back on the Map gift set, and again it's a Radiator Springs classic set available only at Toys R Us. Now the one casting that we're going to talk about is Hank Halsum, and of course Mia and Tia with the waitress design there. Hank Halsum is a minor character in the Cars movie and one of the rarest in the line of diecast. He was previously released in Flo's V8 Cafe alongside with Mater, waitress Mia and Tia, and Flo with Trey, which you saw earlier during the holiday 2013-2014 season, which she was released in her own set. He is a blue pickup truck that is a patron of Flo's V8 Cafe at the end of the movie. Now, I don't even think he says anything. He's just there partaking at Flo's V8 Cafe, and that's all he does in the movie. Without opening the package, we'll take a closer look at this Back on the Map gift pack. And you'll see Mia and Tia with their trays. A tray on each side, on the opposite side of each. One has it on the right, one has it on the left. I guess that's how you'll differentiate Mia from Tia. And here's Hank Halsum. Now he looks like your typical race tow truck Tom, and you know, the all the officials from the first movie. So this casting is not really any different other than that it has a different plain blue color. And he has different eyes, and I guess the mirrors are slightly different there. They have different colors. But it's nice to have in your collection. And again, he has a two-part bumper on the front there. So it's a plastic front bumper with a metal casting body. And then Mia and Tia, amongst their 17 to 20 other variations, which I think is cute, they're waitresses here in the same scene at the end of the movie, and they're actually serving the other cars entering Flo's V8 Cafe. Let's look at the back of the package. You'll see a picture there. This is Flo's V8 Cafe, and you can see Mia, Tia, or vice versa, and then right in the background there, that's Hank Halsum chugging away at some oil or whatever he's drinking there. And I think that yeah, that's Flo right there with the tray driving by. All the other cars, I wonder if they'll release them, but I guess they picked Hank Halsum because he kind of stands out in the entire scene. Now, there's another set available which was already released in 2013, so I guess he'll do it again, which is the Mater with Ramon and Hudson Hornet without decos, which is a nice casting to have. Now here's what it says about this scene. Business is moving again at Radiator Springs after a rumor floats around about a Piston Cup racer setting up headquarters there. Instead of driving right by, cars exit the interstate to fuel up at flows. So Lightning McQueen winning, or whoever won the Piston Cup, I won't mention any names, that's what's creating the scene, and that's why we have the back on the map, because Radiator Springs was not on the map. Nobody knew about it until this whole entire Piston Cup thing happened. So that's the back on the map set, featuring Hank Holsom, Waitress Mia and Tia, and it's a cool set to have, only available at Toys R Us. Hey guys, thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the video. I hope it's been informative. And here's a sneak peek at the next video that I'll be making, which is the Tokyo Mater set, available only at Walmart. The Neon Racers are also starting to appear exclusively at your local Target stores. So please subscribe and like, share this video, and be informed and be the first one to know when that video comes out.